Our country is fighting wars on two fronts, and is perpetually at risk of attacks from terrorists or other nations. Those who volunteer for the armed forces are being sent on back-to-back tours, leaving them exhausted and their family in shambles due to the alarming shortages of soldiers. The National Education Association estimates that our school system is in need of some 2 million new teachers over the next decade due to increasing teacher shortages. This is beside the fact that thousands of current teachers are underqualified, especially in urban areas, failing to provide our children with a satisfactory education. The American Society of Civil Engineers reports that our infrastructure, to be blunt, is in bad shape. Schools are crumbling, cities' drinking water is contaminated, roads, bridges, and mass transport are in dire need of repair. As Jake stated, all it takes is a little work from a lot of people to solve these problems. The affirmative, therefore, proposes a federal mandate of compulsory service for all American citizens between the ages of 18 and 24. There will be exceptions for the mentally or physically handicapped, and the option to defer service in order to complete education. Citizens will be required to complete a minimum of 500 hours of service over the time period. This amounts to only 95 minutes, or approximately an hour and a half a week. This, therefore, will not prevent citizens from working, socializing, or in any other way leading a normal life. This requirement can easily be met by committing to, for example, a program at the local animal shelter, or a Big Brother, Big Sister organization. Of course, citizens may choose to do something more in-depth, such as volunteering for AmeriCorps or Teach for America. As these types of commitments are more intensive, those who choose these paths will receive a form of compensation. These organizations provide a stipend for the volunteers' work, in addition to often providing educational grants after the service is completed. Finally, if a citizen chooses to, he or she may go into an even more difficult, full-time area of work, such as the Peace Corps, the Army, the Air Force, or the Navy. These organizations would provide, in addition to salary and education, more long-term benefits, such as veteran services, which would help the workers reacclimate to their former lifestyle and provide health services and other benefits. In short, there will be something for everyone. Our program would not be like a draft, where unwilling and uncooperative teens are forced to risk their lives. If someone is more inclined to work with animals, parks, or inner-city kids, they have that option. The military would retain its sense of professionalism, and the public could remain at ease, but at the same time, more would be incentivized to enlist, increasing our security and preparedness in case of an emergency, and alleviating the strain on the soldiers in our overstretched armed forces. Outside of the military, our country would be better equipped to deal with natural disasters, as we so clearly weren't after Hurricane Katrina, the oil spill, and myriad other examples. Our children may have access to better education and more positive role models. State and national parks could be better preserved. Our infrastructure, such as crumbling bridges, unpaved roads, and poor drinking water, could be rejuvenated. The United States is in the minority of countries that do not currently employ mandatory service. Many developed nations, including Israel, Germany, Norway, and Greece, have forms of mandatory service. Their programs, in addition to the evident physical advantages, also have less obvious benefits. They increase national unity and patriotism, expose citizens to lifestyles outside their own communities, and provide discipline and unity for their members. And these benefits would surely be present in our program as well. Our program, though, is fairly unique in offering the choice of working outside the military. Though, of course, the military provides valuable training in many fields, engineering and technological research departments, leadership and officer positions, etc., our program allows citizens to gain experience in preparation for virtually any field of their choosing. This can help them choose a career and then ready them for it. Young adults between the ages of 18 and 24 often lack direction or purpose, and our program would provide them with just that. According to a 2007 study released by the Corporation for National and Community Service, a majority of AmeriCorps alumni within the study period claimed that they had gained life and job skills such as leadership, teamwork, time management, and hands-on experience in a field of their interest. The program has one more unexpected benefit, a reduction in crime. The demographic most likely to join a gang, rob a store, or commit any sort of violent crime is the same age group that this program would be addressing. By providing these troubled citizens with a more constructive use of their time, in a sense taking them off the streets, but more importantly, providing them with education, discipline, and goals, we would not only prevent them from being able to commit a crime while working in the program, but also, hopefully, reducing the chance that they would choose to in the future. Jake began his speech with the quote, "Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country." In fact, as you can now see, it goes both ways. people will get just as much out of it as they put in. Not only will inner-city children be taught and mentored, but the teachers and mentees will gain valuable training and experience. Not only will the military be more able to develop important technologies, the developers will be more ready for careers in other technological fields. Rebuilding our infrastructure will clearly prove advantageous to all involved. Exposure to other places, cultures, and ideals can promote a sense of national unity, beneficial to the country as a whole and to individual citizens alike. Yes, the program requires some dedication from everyone. Perhaps it will be expensive or require some tedious bureaucracy, but the benefits to the participants and to all of America will, without a doubt, outweigh the costs. Thank you, and please vote affirmative.